What's going on, guys? We're just back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 collectibles under $100. So let's get into the video.
Disclaimer: we are not professionals. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence and enjoy the video.
All right, the first one we got is Deadpool. So
let's take a look at Deadpool.
I'm thinking the Deadpool uncommon. I don't know. I like the Deadpool uncommon because it's speculation, but possibly his sweater is going to be able to come off. And if his sweater comes off, I think more people are going to like the thumbs up pose over the this pose, whatever this should be called. Yeah. And I mean, it's sitting at $62 while the common's at 88, and there's less mints. How many? Yeah, there's 13,600
like 5,000 mint difference between those two. So
I'm picking up the uncommons because they're $20 cheaper. I think new users, when they come to the app, if that sweater comes off, they're gonna see the cheaper price, and I don't think they're gonna pay the extra price just to get the one that's going like this. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely
and get the one you like. At the end of the day, you should be getting the one you like.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But I think it's very possible they make that sweater come off. If it does, the common and uncommon are fair game. And if anything, like Carter said, it's possible that the uncommon might return to a higher price. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I think either is a good investment just because first appearance of Deadpool, they're both under $100 just because people have, their attention on other things in the app right now. And so, yeah, I think these are definitely a pretty good pick.
Yeah. So next we got Catwoman. So Catwoman's the only one that's above the price of $100, but it's like right near there. And it was just $100 like yesterday. It's up 15% right now, but Catwoman's going to be in the movie that's coming out in 3 months in March. So she's like one of the main characters in the Batman movie. So I think after people watch that, they're going to get the same kind of thing that I did when I watched the Spider-Man movie. And I was like, oh my God, I want to get Spider-Man NFT now because the Spider-Man movie looked so good. So I think the same kind of thing is going to happen with Batman. And I was watching this thing of like Batman or like the top superheroes popularity or like over the past years, and Batman and Spider-Man like flip like all the time. So right when that Batman movie comes out, I think a lot of people are going to like love Batman again. So I mean, we got Catwoman FA already on the app. So I think that's a good one too. Next one.
Wait, so we have Catwoman on here, but I know you're a big Batgirl fan or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you say the same thing about Batgirl?
I would say the same.
You say?
Yeah, I completely forgot about Batgirl, honestly. Yeah, Batgirl's only at 54. Batgirl's gonna be in a show, I think, coming up within the next couple of years or something. And then she's also gonna be in a game next year. The Batman, I don't know exactly what it's called, but she's in like the Batman game. She's one of 4 main characters. So
okay.
And I think she looks super good too.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think both of them look good. I also think there's still that little, I don't know what you'd consider a bug or an Easter egg on the Catwoman, but I don't know. There's like a very minor thing with the vault or the safe that she's sitting on and the orientation of the handle. But if you're into that stuff, you can maybe look into that because I think that still is an Easter egg. I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments. But yeah, I think either of these two are a pretty good pickup if you're looking for like maybe a more superhero oriented thing and you're not into Deadpool. But yeah. What have we got next?
Next, we've got Finn from Adventure Time. This is a second ever set ever on Veve. And it's like the first Cartoon Network drop. So, I mean, I think that is just a reason by itself. But then also, we heard somewhere that there is going to be 2 more series drops for Adventure Time. So once those drops, everybody are going to come back and they're going to be like, oh my God, I want Finn because I just got this from drop and now I want to have Finn to match with it because Finn's the main character of Adventure Time. So
yeah, and Carter and I were talking about this before the video, but I mean, we'd love to know what you think about this, but in the future, say even a year from now, say we've like doubled the number of the people in the app minimum, which I think is a, conservative goal or, reference for this, but I feel like everything in season 1 will be over $100 a year from now or something like that. Like maybe even 2 years from now. But I think you really can't go wrong with season 1. And also the fact that this is the second drop on Veve, a pretty iconic character for people in our generation. I'd love to hear what other generations think, because I know we were talking about like how Mickey's iconic, obviously. And I feel like Adventure Time is something a little more iconic for me because it's something I actually like have memories of in my childhood and stuff like that. So yeah, for those reasons, I think Finn is a very good pickup. We've seen him hit like 114 before, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does it again. But yeah.
I mean, I honestly think he's going above 115 or whatever. Yeah,
long
it's just
term for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
He definitely seems to be slept on though, in my
yeah,
opinion, just because there's like other large IPs that kind of dominate that. But
yeah. So next we got the DeLorean Common. So like usually people talk about the ultra rare because you'll be able to drive that around the Viviverse, but that's not possible for under $100. So I'm thinking the 1.6. Well, actually, Ben was thinking the 1.6 is the next best option because of the RC feature that the DeLorean's gonna have. I
yeah,
mean, they basically right when the DeLoreans dropped, they had this feature where if you had the 1.6 model, you could drive it around like in AR, and you could like the car would actually drive like on like around your room and stuff. Looks
yeah.
super cool. There's like little videos out on YouTube if you want to go search for it, but I think that's a great one to pick up because in the future they're most likely going to add that animation back. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they drop a new version of it with the RC capability. So I really think it will be this one. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty steady
and it's
price
detailed.
before.
It's really detailed.
Yeah, it is a really nice one. This is actually the first thing I ever bought when I first got in the app. I bought one of these for 30. I ended up selling it, but I'll probably pick one up again. I might after this video just because like it is something I think that is safe and nice to have in your back pocket because if they do that RC capability, this
Yeah.
thing is going to go crazy, especially if it's
It's
exclusive to the DeLorean. Like this thing is going to moon when that happens
yeah.
because yeah, and the RC capability or just I don't know the ability to do the RC car. It looked pretty smooth. Like it looked really cool when they had it before. And if they've improved it, I really think that that'll be something to look forward to and a catalyst to help pump this in the future.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah,
So
relatively cheap. The cheapest on the list so far, I think, besides
yeah.
maybe Deadpool. But
Yeah. Next we got the Sam Wilson for Marvel Mighties because Marvel Mighties got gamification possibly on the DL.
yeah,
Like it might
it's
have a game coming out.
all
All speculation.
speculation. But look into Pixion games.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've made
If you
some videos on this in the past, but
yeah, long story short, if you look up Pixion Games, it brings you to the website and they have a strong like relationship with Vivi. They've been LinkedIn partners with them since Vivi started.
yeah, it's
And if you look on the website, it says we have something secret coming, and it just seems really likely that
yeah.
something's probably going to come out of it.
But yeah, all speculation. So don't buy out thinking or like go out and buy Marvel Mighties thinking that the game is coming. It's all speculation, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see it happening. And I think this is like a great character to pick up because it's first appearance. Sam Wilson, I think, like I know there's been the Steve Rogers pump, but I think Sam Wilson now is going to be more popular. Carter mentioned, or there's like a movie coming out with Sam Wilson, I think, and
Yep.
he's just been more relevant, I think, in like the Marvel movies with Captain America. And so I definitely think this could be a good pickup. It's super cheap. And then if there is
And
gamification, he's like the only character with wings or whatever.
yeah, I was
So
just about to say that he's like the only Marvel Mighty. He's like one of the biggest Marvel Mighty characters, like in terms of size, just because he has a huge wing. So he definitely stands
yeah.
out compared to the others.
Yeah. I don't know. He's been one of my favorites from the beginning, besides like Doctor Doom, basically, and like Invisible Woman because of the animation and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. A lot of Marvel Mighties are under 100. This was like our top pick for the first series.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We have a runner up, but right before that, I just want to say for the Throgs, because I know a lot of people don't like the Throgs, but I just wanted to add in that once that there's a Thor movie coming out next year. And so I think it's gonna have an appearance of Throg. So you don't have to pull that up. I just want to say that. But yeah, so look into Throg and maybe Alligator Loki, because I'm guessing both of those are probably gonna be in it. Just speculation though. That's not on the
yeah,
trailers, sadly.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, the final runner up, what is it, Ben?
Uh, I honestly don't even remember. I
The
have two
Voltron,
extra
common
runner ups
common
that
Voltron.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So Voltron is slept on, in my opinion. It's one of my favorites. And Carter and I were talking about this before because the reason it's a runner up is like people know a lot of the other stuff we talked about. They know Deadpool, they know like the Sam Wilson Captain America. I personally didn't know Voltron before this, but Vivi got me interested in Voltron, similar to how Vivi's like pulled me into comics and all these other things that I would have been interested in before. But this is the first appearance of the DreamWorks license, which I think is pretty big overall, and a lot of these prices are at like the lowest they've been ever. Like
Yeah.
this what had pretty good resistance at 240 for a while, and now we're seeing it, under 200. And I've considered picking this up just because I love the ultra rare, only 3,800. But I have a comment of this. I think it's a good pickup. I do have two other runner-ups that I think are worth mentioning.
All right.
Since
what
we
are they?
mentioned the Throg, the alligator Loki, I think Groot is
Oh, yeah.
because overall, I think out of those three characters, I think Groot already has the largest following. It's the first appearance of Groot and super cute little guy. I think the the rare is only like 133, so a little
Oh,
over.
yeah.
But
At
I
that point,
mean,
I'd probably just pick up the rare just
yeah,
because it's animated.
yeah, and these others are extremely cheap and under retail. So something to keep in mind. And then the other one, speaking of season one stuff, Ultraman, which this might be like
Ooh,
controversial, but I think Ultraman 7 and maybe even the common are around 100. Here, I'll just look it up. But I think those have potential too, just because if we do see, VV open up to other regions,
which they are going to
where
do.
yeah, which where Ultraman might be more popular. I think that could be a catalyst. And I think it's season one. I don't think you can go wrong with season one. And on top of that, I think the Ultraman common, which is 128, so a little over,
And
and the
yeah,
Ultraman 7, which is right under $100. They
let's
look
go.
great. Like these are some of my favorite like
Super
collectibles in the app.
detailed.
Yeah, they're nice and shiny. Everybody loves shiny stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they look great and they're pretty cheap season one and relatively low mintage too. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is
So,
everything I had.
all right. If you guys like this type of content, drop a like. If you guys want to see anything else, if you have any suggestions for video ideas or anything that you guys want to see, drop them down in the comments down below. If you guys like the video, drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button if you want to be notified every post. This is Veve Vision, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Let's go. Homies, let's go. Let's go, homies.